What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I want to do something very different. I want to do a chit chat. Get ready with me. It's been a minute since I just talked to you guys like about me. I don't really open up, if that's what we're gonna say. Let me turn my light on. Hold on. But I'm in a very good mood because it's a good day, you know. I don't normally open up to people in general, so the fact that I am talking to you guys should be something major in my opinion, because I don't really talk to people. Now, this video, I wanted to talk about change. So, in high school, I was very like standoffish, and I didn't really make friends until my senior year. Now, this was low-key by choice. Yeah, it was low-key by choice. It was kind of by choice, but in the same breath, I feel like I had like nobody like I related to, because I'm a different kind of person. I'm like unique. So I mean, everyone's unique, let me not do that, but I am different in the sense that like what I like to do, the amount of fun I like to have. I'm a homebody. Like, I don't have to go out every weekend or go to every party. It's like never been my type. And so like going to parties or like meet new people, like I was always just socially awkward. Just, you know, I wasn't the one to like put myself out there, because I never like to be the center of attention. I still don't like it now, but you know, I'm kind of able to hang around people that like it, so it's not that bad. But I just never liked the type of attention. Growing up, I didn't like attention. I always wanted to be the person that was seen, not heard. I mean, and it's not a dig at anybody that likes to be the center of attention. It's just that growing up, I've always been like the quiet one, like that's kind of silent, don't talk much, I speak when spoken to, you know, that type of girl. So senior year, I had like a group of, you know, friends that I would chit chat with, I would go to. I was finally, you know, driving, because I was always a late bloomer. My mama, like, she wasn't strict, but she was just all about everything in moderation. So I didn't get my hair colored till I think I was 18. Yeah, like mama wasn't playing them games, so I just adjusted. I didn't get my car until I was in the beginning of 12th grade. I was driving her car, but the gag is she made me drive it to the bus stop. Like, mama wasn't playing. And to a certain extent, I appreciate it, because you know, I just wasn't wild, and you know, I mean, I ain't saying I'm a saint, but you know, I wasn't wild, you know. So that was that. So that gives you like a background of like 12th grade year. I was, you know, trying to, I hate when I can't find a makeup brush. I just want to do my concealer in peace. But I don't really let people in. I kind of wait it out to see what people are gonna do, how they're gonna react, especially to my personality, because you know, I take my friendships very seriously. I'm not trying to be friends with nobody that I'm not gonna be friends with you in 6 weeks, like, or like we gonna have a fight every other week or something like that. Like, I don't have time for it. I really don't. So I limit, you know, the people I hang around, or the people I really rock with, because once you're friends with me, we family. It's not anything today. Yeah, okay. So when I first figured out I was going to fam, I was like nervous but excited. I mean, that's kind of, I mean, it's expected, because you know, you're excited for college and you're excited to go off. So of course, you know, I'm ready to get out the house, honey. But I am a like very like family oriented person. I love my family. I was nervous because I am going to a whole nother state where I don't know anyone. I didn't prime. What in the world? But yeah, I'm going to a whole nother state where I don't know anyone. Like, the people that I did know, I didn't talk to in high school like that. Well, one I did. But it wasn't enough for me to be like, oh, we're gonna be best friends. I never worked that way, and I won't ever be fake. Like, if we didn't talk in high school, like we wasn't the best of buds, I'm not gonna get to college and act like we just the best of buds. I know you, I'll speak, I'll say, hey, we cool, but at the end of the day, you know, it's time for me like to make my own friendships. So I get to fam, you know, and at this point, I think I said this in a previous video, but I was talking to somebody. With me talking to this person, I really do feel like it made me kind of stagnant in like making friends and getting out of my dorm. Because if you think about it, all I did was, well, if I think about it, all I did was go to class, you know, do a little this here and there, because I had one good girlfriend at that time, like ride or die to her, anything, like anything. So I feel like that made me like not get to know people, like not on my floor. Like, it was just, I feel like I really relied on this person to be my friend, and I didn't bother to make any other friends because I mean, it wasn't set in stone that we was gonna talk forever or nothing. So why I did that, I don't know. I just felt really comfortable because it was a person that I knew, and I knew that even if I got back home, that person would still be there. So you gotta see my mindset, and it's like, oh, okay, no, it's fine, you know, I'll make friends, whatever. They just, you know, have to come to me. That's one thing where I did mess up with, thinking that people would always come to me and I didn't have to go to nobody else, because that's not how friendships work, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that was like one of my major downfalls, is that I'm like, yeah, I mean, it'll happen, but in reality, like, are you working to help it happen, or are you waiting for people to come to you? And girl, I was waiting for people to come to me. You know, I never understood why I was at fam. You know, when you go to fam, a lot of people ask you the same, well, any college, I believe, when you go, my brows look crazy. When you first go, they always ask you, know, why did you choose this, or, you know, whatever, like, why did you pick it, blah 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 blah. And I didn't have a like clear answer. I always felt like fam chose me, and I was just like, you know, like, I don't know, but like I feel like I know. Like, it was like weird because I couldn't understand what I was there for. I had never heard of FAMU. I never heard of an HBCU. Don't judge me. I was just that type of like college really wasn't on my radar until probably like 11th grade. Like, I really thought I was going to Auburn like forever. Like, I was like, oh no, I'm going to Auburn. I'm going to Auburn. I'm going to Auburn. All the way, like, I said that my 9th grade year, and I've never changed like my mind. I was just like, I'm going to Auburn. They have the best engineering department, and I want to be an engineer. Well, like, all that switched up, child. All of it switched up. But, you know, I had my mind set on a particular school, but I never once like heard of an HBCU. So I didn't know. So when my cousin told me about it, I was like in shock. I went down there, and then I just like fell in love. And that's literally what happened. And some people like, oh wow, I didn't, you know, I'm glad you got that experience, blah blah blah. Because some people don't go to a campus and then just like fall in love. Some people like just fall in love with, like, you know, the facilities and things like that. But like, I just like the love you see. Like, you know, they're like friendly. Not everybody friendly, but you know, it's like a family, like really. So I felt like I needed that because I didn't need to go to where I was just pushed, because I feel like I was sheltered, like big time. I felt like my mama did majority of like the hard work for me per se. Like it wasn't to where like I couldn't do anything on my own, but I will say that I relied on her like majority of the time. Like if I'm like, you know, when you're in trouble and you call your mama, well, I feel like I've like done it so much, so now I try to do stuff like on my own. I'm like, okay, I'll kind of figure it out. That's what I mean by, I feel like she like worked, she went above and beyond what I could ever thank her for. You know what I'm saying? Now it was hard because like I told you, I love my family and I'm like serious. I love my little brother to death. I love my Chrissy Poo to death. I love my dad and I love my mom to death. I love my family. So it was, you know, hard. It was different. And then on top of that, when you come, like, I just remember one day I came back to my dorm and, you know, it was just empty. And like, I think that's when it like hit me like, dog, you alone. Like you by yourself. Like, you know, you come into this room and you like no one's here but you. And people can feel that way even if they down the street. But, you know, you can just drive back home. Whereas I'm 5 hours away and I gotta deal with it. Like, this is my reality. So, I don't know what that is. So, that was that. And eventually, like, I got over it. But it was, you know, still hard. It was still hard. But, you know, FaceTime and calling and everything, it makes a difference. So, then we moved into, like, around my birthday. Stuff started to happen. And some of the stuff that happened, I don't really like that it happened. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. And certain stuff is just meant to mold you as a person, so you have to accept what it is and what is not. So I lost one of my closest friends at that time, and I lost the person I was talking to. Well, actually, I don't really take that as an L. I mean, it was gonna happen, so you know. That is what it is, to be honest. But I did lose like a close friend. And you have to, at first, you know, you be on a 10, so you don't realize that, you know, you contribute to whatever happens in your life. Like, everything can't solely be on another person. Like, you have to take responsibility for the things that you added to the situation, you know. Because I will admit, kids are firecracker times. No, but I am very serious about people not crossing me, because if you're my friend, I go above and beyond. Like, you are family. Like, it's no friend that has ever not been considered family to me, because that's how serious I take my friendships. Like, if you gonna call yourself my friend, we're gonna be friends forever. We're not gonna be friends temporary, you know, and we're gonna work through our problems and we're gonna keep it moving. Period. That's how I think of it. Like, yeah, we might argue or whatever, but you still my friend. Like, I'm still gonna have your back. I don't like what you did, but I'm gonna have your back. That's me. And so, you know, I did fall into a bad habit of, when I didn't like what people did to me, I would just like lash out, and I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't want to be friends with you no more, which is a bad thing, because once you get into that habit, it's like you start to think that everybody else is the problem when you looking at the problem in the mirror. Like, you looking at, okay, the attitude gotta go, girl. That, you know, you gotta do something different with that one. And I never understood that. I never understood that until, you know, I had we'll talk about him later. But I had, you know, my mom had always tried to, like, always try to be like, don't do this, don't do that. And when you grown up, you look at it like, oh, she just always taking the other person's side. She always, like, she never on my side. She just see like what other people do, but what about how they make me feel? And in reality, some people gonna hurt your feelings, and you have to sit and talk. Like, you have to talk like a grown adult. And that's one thing I can say that I really learned. My mouth's so dry. Let me give you some water. But yeah, you don't realize that you're the problem. And for a long time, I didn't realize that I was the problem. And that's why I felt like I wasn't advancing. Like, I just was watching everybody pass me by. I was miserable. And I couldn't understand why I was so unhappy. I was like very, very, very unhappy. I was just like, you know, I'm not doing nothing. I have nothing going for myself. Like, you know, like, what am I doing, like, with my whole entire life? Like, why am I down here? I was really trying to find out, why does God have me down here? Like what is my purpose for being down here? And I could not figure out. I was just like, you know, I mean, I don't know, my tuition is expensive. Like, I'm paying all this money to say I go to this school, but like, why am I down here? I feel like with me being so miserable, I did step on a few toes. I did, you know, make people feel uncomfortable when they should have felt comfortable. And yeah, it's like, going forward, all I can do now is show people that I've changed, and show people like the real Keyaa and not the miserable Keyaa. Because thing about it is that when you hurt, or you like, you're miserable, you want somebody else to feel miserable. Like, and not to say that I just want everybody to just be feeling down, but you know, I wasn't gonna bring a happy vibe because I wasn't happy. So it was like, yeah, I have moments where I'm chilling, I'm cool, and you know, I'm enjoying life. But then it would be moments where it just be a switch, and it'll just be, it's certain things that went on that led me to understand that, okay, now I get why mentality. And I just feel like that's between me and Jesus. Like, nobody, I have not told a single soul, and I'm not going to, because I feel like that's my own personal thing that I now know why mentality. I feel like he pushed me away from my family. He pushed me away from, you know, all these people that I didn't want to go to school with. He took me out of my own environment, my own element. And I'm talking about God, not my boyfriend. And he placed me in this place where I knew nobody. I know my way around. I had to do every connection, every, you know, chit chat, every conversation. I had to learn how to develop on my own. I had to learn how to be an adult on my own. And not to say I didn't have any help, you know, a few tips or tricks from people. I was just like, you know, some people view me like, you know, as just like a straight-faced person that ain't never had no fun in life. You know, that's not happy. It's just always down, miserable, you know. And like, I don't know, I can't tell you what people think, but I can tell you like the vibe I get from certain people. And the vibe I get from certain people, and I feel like those people that think that don't know the true Keyaa. And that's all good and gravy, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be myself, you know, now that I'm back in action. So it just took me a little time to understand what I was doing wrong in my friendships, what I was doing wrong in my relationships, what I was doing wrong in life in general. Because there was a lot that was going on that was completely wrong. And now that I've noticed it's me, she gonna fix the problem. I came back to Bama, I was even more miserable because I'm back into this hometown. You see how just everything is just like depressing? I came back into this hometown of mine, and I was still unhappy because I'm back to where I started. I'm back in Bama, no friends. I was just like, oh, I'm back at square one. no friends, no nothing, sit in the house, do nothing. I have nothing going for myself. I felt like my looks were so basic. I like literally, I told you guys that in my announcement video, which I'm gonna link it up here in case you haven't watched it. Pause, like this video for me. Go ahead and like it because I need to get my likes up, so please like it. But yeah, and I want to quit. Like, I was just like, you know what, maybe YouTube is not for me right now. Maybe I need to, you know, do something else, focus on something else, because I do actually have ideas. Like, I do like think in my mind. It's like this rapid pace. Like, it's not like I sit around and like, oh, I think today I want to film this. Like, I make sure I think of my looks ahead of time. Now, sometimes I do fall behind and, you know, be like, forget this. Nah, I can't. Like, I'm not going to stretch myself too thin. But I do, like, that's what be on my mind. That's what I like to talk about because makeup is my passion. It really is. I wanted to make that type of change. I was like, something has to go different. Like, I'm tired of this perception that I'm an unhappy person. Because I'm not lit all the time, but I'm a fun person now. Come on now. Don't I seem like I have fun? Do it look like I got left off Bad and Bougie? No, but for real, I'm not like a Debbie Downer, and I'm like relaxed. I'm just chilling. Actually, I'm just working on showing everybody my skills, showing everybody like what I have to offer. See that, and I want to be that person that shares with you guys that I am a work in progress. I am nothing perfect. I have made plenty of mistakes, and not just Italy or in high school, nothing. Like, you know, I have a lot of stuff that I feel like, dang, this could have been different had I did this. This could have been different had I known this. Friendships, education wise, family, you know, had I known this would go different. But it's, I mean, everyone has those times where it's like, I'm not who I want to be. You know, everybody can change. Don't sit back and let people feel like you can't change. You can do anything you want to do. Anything you want to do. Because at the end of the day, all I can do is be myself. And when people accept that, they accept it. And if they don't, they don't. But I will always, at this point in my life, I will always be here. And this has been the best summer for me. Like, literally. Like, I didn't work, and part of me wish I did work, but I got to know myself, and I got to be on a level where I'm okay. I am good. Like, nothing small and petty bothers me. I've learned how to talk and not argue, because I don't want to argue. I want to talk about it. I want to tell you how you made me feel, and I want you to tell me how I made you feel, and then we can go and we can move past this. Because, and that's with anybody, especially like family, because sometimes you get so caught up in wanting to be right that you forget that you might lose somebody just so you can say you right. Like, that's what actually happened to me in one of my friendships, is that it wasn't necessarily who right and who wrong, but I straight up told this person, like, you did this, and that like ended the whole friendship. Which I've kept telling myself, well, if she was a real friend, then we would still be friends, blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you arguing a point that wasn't gonna matter the next day or the next day. One thing that I've learned is just to forgive people. People gonna make mistakes, because I know I've made my fair share, and I want people to forgive me for the mistakes that I've made. So I would be a dummy to sit there and say, oh well, I want you to forgive me, but I ain't gonna forgive you. Like, no. Like, I've just learned how to be more forgiving, and I feel like this summer has been a true glow up. And I ain't talking about physically, I'm talking about my mind. I've just learned to handle things so much differently. Like, everything doesn't bother me, because when you truly happy, like, okay, next, like, I want to handle it so different, and I have been, and it's been a consistent thing. That's why I didn't want to sit and talk to you guys about it earlier, because while I was making a change, I didn't know if it was like for sure things change, situations change, you know, and you can't really be too hard on a person that's trying to figure out their own way. So I had to realize what was going wrong, and I had to realize that, boo, you the problem. Boo, you the problem. Who else the problem? But until people get out of their own head and think that they not the problem, everybody else the problem, you won't change. Things won't change for you. Like, once I started to change my whole mindset, once I started to change the way I was moving, the way I was reacting, the way I would take stuff, like, I would be that person that took stuff so personal, like, so personal. But now it's like, okay, well, let me think about why this person doing this. Let me like think first. Let me just think about it all, and then we can talk. That's why I feel like this summer, I really love this summer, because I feel like I actually got to know myself, and I feel like I've actually changed. And until I changed, nothing good was coming. I actually took the time out to see, it's you, girl. And that's when stuff good started to happen. That's when my ideas started to form about what I could do. That's when, well, this is a whole nother video that I'm going to be making, but I'm going to make it later, so I can't spoil it for you guys. But I've been doing a lot to work on myself and to make sure that I'm the healthiest, happiest person, and like mentally, spiritually, physically, like just everything. I'm trying to make sure everything is good. Like my website, just everything was coming. Just, you know, felt like I was like, okay, my subscribers aren't growing, my Instagram followers aren't growing, like nothing is like working, child. Like I'm about over it. And it wasn't like overnight. It wasn't just like, oh, the guy like, oh, you changed, okay, huh? It was like slowly I started being more creative. I started coming out with different looks that you guys have been living for, and I've been living doing it. Like, you know, I'm finally like doing what I want to do, and it isn't like these watered down tutorials where I'm like, okay, let's just do nothing but natural looks, because my subscribers will like natural. I literally told myself, like, y'all will like natural looks, y'all are not gonna like, you know, like creative, like bright looks, because that's what I really enjoy doing. Like bright stuff, color. I ain't never been scared of no color. And I was just like, you know, they're not gonna like it. My style is kind of different, you know, like my blending. I was still like learning how to do so much. But you know, like, that's why when people like tell me like I can do makeup and all that stuff, I don't even put myself on that level, because I'm like, I'm okay, I'm good, you know, I'm decent, I'm learning, not knowing that people like really listen to me. People really listen to me, and it's still shocking because I'm not used to it yet. It's like, you know, if a person say I help them, that means like the world to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm glad I can help you. I'm really glad, because I want to do so much more than just sit here and just do makeup. You know, I actually want to help out. When I said I wanted to do care packages for the homeless, that wasn't something I just sat back and said, oh yeah, this sounds nice. I really want to. I want to be that person that's like, you know, that has a voice, because I felt like for so long I didn't have a voice. I was just like, you know, whatever I think is stupid, so let's go with someone else's idea, because people listen to that person's idea before they listen to mine. And that's just me being honest. That's how I really like thought. And the people that don't know me will probably think that I was just, you know, standoffish, but I really felt like what I was saying didn't matter. It was like, they could go without. They could go without what I have to say, what I feel. Hopefully I gave you guys like a little insight about that. Just know you can change. It is very much possible. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is. And if you feel like you don't understand something, like, give it some time. You'll understand. You'll understand why you're there. You'll understand why these people are put into your life. You will slowly but surely understand, because Lord knows I didn't understand. And now it's like I'm getting so much support, even from people like from high school and stuff like that. Like, it's amazing. And when I say that, like, I like love you guys for like, oh my gosh, like, really, I don't show my emotions a lot. you know, especially not to people I don't know. So, you know, people that don't know me probably think I'm hard as a rock, like hard as a rock, when that is not the truth. That ain't the truth. I mean, it's funny to me because it's like, if only you knew type of situation. I'm not even pressed about it. It's like, if only they knew what's on the inside, if only they knew, you know, what's really going on, then they'll understand that everything they see ain't what it seems to be. It's really not, you know. I ain't saying I'm this down earth person that don't do nothing, because I will check you if you cross me, but I'm not this hard person that you can't even talk to. Like, you know, I try to help where I can. I don't regret anything, if that makes sense. Don't live your life in regret. Don't, because to be honest, if it's for you, it's always gonna be for you, you know. Take the time to realize that you're not always right, you know. You're gonna have some hiccups. You're gonna have some times where you just don't like your friend, and that's okay. Because you're gonna have that with your mama, your daddy, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your sister, your brother. I'm glad that I had the right people to tell me it's me. It's me. Like, if everybody got a problem with Sally, it's Sally that's the problem. It ain't everybody else. And I'm not one of those people that can't see when I'm wrong. You know, it took me some time now, but eventually it was like, okay. I see what I did. I see how that went, you know, to the left. And literally, if you need help, like, talk to people. It's people that, you know, will be your friend, that will help you along the way. Make sure you have, like, you know, good friends. And if you can't, come to me, I'll talk to you. Going forward, y'all will be seeing like the same Keyaa, but I just want to put more of myself into my channel, and I feel like I've been doing that. My looks have been just, because I've been living for it. It's nothing for me to sit down and create something that's just like boom, like this gonna mess them up. It's another if I sit down and say, okay, well, I know they'll watch this, because the thing about it is my real subscribers gonna watch whatever I put out. They're gonna watch what I put out, and I know that because I see who you are. But all the love, all the support, I'm just happy. And I really feel like until you get happy with yourself, it won't happen. It won't happen for you. Stuff won't fall into place because you're not ready yet. And I wasn't ready. I'm not saying I'm ready now, you know, wholeheartedly, but you know, I am at that place where I can understand what's my fault and what's not my fault, what I can change and what I can't change. That's my little spiel. That's my little spiel on my change, because literally I've been getting so much love and so much support, and so many people saying you're doing a good job, keep going, so many likes. And it's crazy to think that before I left Tally, I had what, like 180 or something. I gained so many subscribers, y'all. Our family is coming together. We getting up there. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. This is what I love to do. I hope you guys like this video. If it's long, I'm so sorry, but hopefully you made it to the end of the video. I love you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to press that notification bell so that you get every video I make first. You be the first person to see. That's your little exclusive if you subscribe. You get what I'm saying? I'm just so happy if you watched the end of this video. You got to know a little bit more about me. You got to know something that you probably didn't understand before. You know, like maybe it's you and not them. Yeah, that's about it. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.